Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Autocar India's Quick News, your weekly update on all the launches, all the hot scoops and all the big news in the world of automobiles.
But before we begin, do remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest videos.
Let's start the week with all the new launches and unsurprisingly quite a few BS6 launches again this week. Let's start off with the Toyota Innova Crysta BS6.
The Innova Crysta has been updated to BS6 and will continue to get both petrol and diesel engines. However, the top-spec 2.8-litre diesel has now been discontinued. The 2.4-litre diesel on the other hand gets an automatic and two manual options, a 5-speed and a 6-speed. The 2.7-litre petrol continues to get both a 5-speed manual and an auto gearbox option. Prices for the petrol models have been increased by between 11,000 rupees and 43,000 rupees, with the most expensive variant now priced at 22,02,000 rupees ex-showroom. The diesel on the other hand has become substantially more expensive, with prices increasing by between 39,000 and 1,12,000 rupees. It is also important to note that Toyota has said that these prices are introductory and may go up further.
The Classic 350 is one of Royal Enfield's most important offerings and the bike maker has now launched its BS6 version. Let's take a look.
The new Royal Enfield Classic 350 gets fuel injection with its BS6 upgrade and new color schemes with alloy wheels and tubeless tires along with dual-channel ABS. Prices have gone up by 11,000 rupees, with the bike now priced at 1,65,000 rupees ex-showroom. The traditional paint schemes and the signal theme bikes will continue with the new update too.
Hyundai has also announced prices of the BS6 updated Santro. Let's have a look at how much those prices have gone up by.
The BS6 Santro will continue to get a 1.1-litre petrol engine that makes 69 horsepower and 99 Nm of torque. With the addition of BS6, Hyundai has also offered the AMT gearbox on the top-spec Asta variant, something that was missing up until now. Prices for the Hyundai Santro have gone up by 27,000 rupees, with the entry-level era now priced at 4,57,000, while the top-spec AMT Asta is priced at 6,25,000 rupees.
And that's not the only Hyundai news we have for you this week. We also have some juicy info on the upcoming second generation Hyundai Creta and some news on Hyundai's Auto Expo plans.
The new Creta will be one of the biggest showcases at the Auto Expo, and the exterior reveal of the India spec car will happen on February the 6th. The SUV, however, will be launched sometime in March 2020 with engine and gearbox options from the Kia Seltos. When launched, expect prices to be around the 10 lakh to 16 lakh rupee range. Hyundai will also showcase and launch the updated Tucson at the 2020 Auto Expo, along with styling updates outside and in, which bring the SUV in line with Hyundai's latest design language. The new Tucson will also feature mechanical changes in the form of BS6 compliant versions of the current model's 2-litre petrol and diesel engines. However, the same 6-speed manual and auto gearbox options are expected to be on offer. It will also get connected car tech with a new 8-inch touchscreen.
Now come 2020, a lot of automakers have increased their prices, and not just because of BS6 but in general too. Now, last week we brought you the price increase for the Kia Seltos, and this week the Tata Harrier gets more expensive. Let's check out by how much.
Although still BS4, Tata Motors has increased prices for the Tata Harrier by between 35,000 and 55,000 rupees. The Harrier is now available in 7 variants with prices ranging from 13,44,000 to 17,31,000 rupees. And the Harrier isn't the only car to have gone through a price increase. The Nexon, Tiago, Tigor and Hexa have all seen an increase in prices. Prices for the Nexon petrol have been increased across the board by 15,000 rupees, including all AMT models, with the ex-showroom price now ranging from 6,73,000 to 10,35,000 rupees. The diesels, on the other hand, are priced here by 30,000 rupees across the board, with prices ranging from 7,89,000 to 11,40,000 rupees. The Tiago hatchback has seen a price increase of between 7,000 and 15,000 on the petrol model and a flat 20,000 rupees on the diesel models. Prices for the Tiago range from 4,55,000 for the base model to 6,97,000 rupees for the top-spec variant. The Tigor compact sedan, on the other hand, has seen a price increase of between 5,000 and 15,000 rupees on the petrol variants and 20,000 rupees flat on all diesel variants. The prices now range from between 5,65,000 all the way up to 8,10,000 rupees for the top-spec diesel. And finally, the Hexa. Prices for the 7-seat MPV are up by 44,000 rupees across the board, with a range now priced between 13,70,000 and 19,28,000 rupees.
And in some more Tata Motors news, here are some pictures of the Tiago facelift and the Nexon facelift that are due for a launch very soon.
Just like the Nexon EV, the updated Nexon with the petrol or diesel engine options comes with updated styling with a slimmer Harrier-like grille, new headlamps and new bumpers. Under the hood, the car will get a BS6 spec 1.2-litre turbo petrol and a 1.5-litre turbo diesel powertrain. Moving on to the Tiago, the car now gets a sharper grille and slimmer headlamps and a completely redesigned set of sportier bumpers. The car will also get a raised bonnet to comply with the upcoming pedestrian safety norms and pretty much looks like a baby I.D.Crozz. Other updates will include an updated 1.2-litre BS6 spec petrol engine with both a manual and AMT gearbox, and there will be no diesel engine on offer. Tata Motors also confirmed that a total of 12 cars will be on display at the 2020 Auto Expo, including 4 new vehicles which will have their global debuts at the stall. This will include the production version of the H2X SUV and in all likelihood the Tiago and the Nexon facelifts that we mentioned just earlier. Other cars on display will be the Nexon EV, the 7-seater Gravitas and the soon-to-be-launched I.D.Crozz along with the I.D.Crozz EV.
Let's start off with some more general news now, and here's some exclusive information on the upcoming Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza Petrol.
The updated Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza Petrol will also mark the launch of the long-awaited Brezza facelift. The new car will feature a 1.5-litre petrol with either a 4-speed torque converter automatic or a 5-speed manual. The automatic will also get Maruti's SHVS start-stoptech that the manual will not receive. Other updates will include updated headlamps with new daytime running lights, updated bumpers and new colors. Incidentally, the Brezza has also just crossed the 5 lakh sales unit milestone.
And in even more exclusive news, Renault wants a piece of that EV pie. It will soon launch that rather cute-looking all-electric hatchback, the Renault Zoe, in India.
Renault is considering launching the all-electric Zoe in India by late 2020 or early 2021 and will showcase the car at the 2020 Indian Auto Expo. Incidentally, this will not be the first time Renault will showcase the Zoe at the Auto Expo, as in 2018, Renault had also showcased the EV along with the slightly bonkers Zoe Sport concept. Renault is said to be testing the car locally and prepping it for Indian driving conditions, including better underbody protection for its batteries. Expect a price point of about 14 to 16 lakh rupees with a range of between 300 to 350 kilometers.
And it's not just electric cars in the news this week, but also a lot of electric two-wheelers and in particular electric scooters. Now, the Bajaj Chetak is a name that invokes a lot of memories for a lot of us, and of course it has been resurrected recently by Bajaj as an electric scooter, and now we know exactly when it will be launched.
One of the most eagerly anticipated launches of 2020 is the new Bajaj Chetak. The Indian brand's first all-electric scooter is expected to be priced around 1 to 1.5 lakh rupees ex-showroom. While the Chetak will be launched on January the 14th, bookings will begin in the coming few days, and shortly after, the first units of the e-scooter will be delivered in Pune and Bengaluru, at least initially, before it is made available in major metros like Mumbai, Delhi and Chennai. Upon launch, the Bajaj EV will retail via KTM's outlets.
And that's not the only electric scooter news we have for this week, because Ather Energy, which of course makes the Ather 450, is planning a more exclusive, more premium offering for India.
Ather is working on a more premium electric scooter called the 450X, which is expected to debut soon. The 450X will be built to have better performance, better connectivity and more intelligent features than the 450. The electric scooter manufacturers also said that it will give its existing Ather e-scooter owners and a select few individuals a chance to pre-order the new product before the official launch. And sticking to the luxury car theme, Land Rover will launch the new second-generation Range Rover Evoque in India on January the 30th. The new car, with styling features similar to the likes of the Velar, gets a BS6 compliant petrol and diesel engine, a 9-speed automatic gearbox and of course all-wheel drive. While on the exterior the Evoque has become a lot sharper yet retained its profile, on the interior the changes are far greater with a dual touchscreen setup like the rest of the Range Rover range. We have already driven the luxury SUV, so check out our review on our website and on our YouTube channel.
Now, Skoda has finally released some sketches of what the upcoming SUV for India will look like. We think it looks rather good. Take a look.
According to sketches shared, the new Skoda Vision IN has a similar design to the Kamiq but gets a bolder and more upright face. The Skoda grille is flanked by a set of split projector headlamps, and the angular bumper features large air intakes and a large skid plate. At the rear, the Vision IN features a set of crystal-like LED tail lamps, a light strip that spans the width of the SUV, and a large skid plate similar to the one in the front. Based on the MQB A0iN platform, the Vision IN will get a 1-litre 3-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine or a 1.5-litre 4-cylinder turbo petrol, and there will be no diesel on offer.
Now, if you wanted a Jeep Compass diesel automatic, until recently you had to buy the Trailhawk. but soon Jeep will launch the normal non-Trailhawk versions of the diesel automatic too. And of course, we've already done the review for you. You can check that out on our YouTube channel or on our website. But now we have some more information on what variants Jeep will launch that diesel automatic combo in.
The Jeep Compass Diesel Auto will be available in a mid-spec Longitude and a range-topping Limited Plus variant. Priced lower than the top-spec Trailhawk models, which also have the diesel auto combo, the prices for the standard diesel auto variants are expected to be in the 22 lakh to 24 lakh rupee range. Under the bonnet will be the same 2-litre multi-jet diesel engine making 173 horsepower, mated to a 9-speed torque converter. For more detailed information on what each variant will entail, visit our website autocarindia.com. And sticking to the SUV theme, Volkswagen has just announced its product offensive for 2020 and its Auto Expo showcase plans. First up, Volkswagen will launch 2 new SUVs in India, the T-Roc and the Tiguan Allspace, the first half of 2020. The T-Roc will be priced starting at about 20 lakh rupees and will be brought in via the CBU route. Based on the MQB platform, the T-Roc is expected to get a 1.5-litre turbo petrol engine making about 150 horsepower. The Tiguan Allspace, on the other hand, is a longer version of the Tiguan and will get 7 seats. Both these will be present at Volkswagen's stall at the Indian Auto Expo and will share the stage with the Hyundai Creta and Kia Seltos rivaling A0 SUV, which will most likely be called the T-Cross. The SUV will be based on the MQB A0 iron platform and will be longer than the European spec T-Cross and will get higher ground clearance. These 3 SUVs will also be joined by the I.D.Crozz all-electric SUV at VW's 2020 Auto Expo stand.
Now, the Consumer Electronics Show, or CES, which is held in Las Vegas in the United States, was once the bastion of showcasing the greatest and latest consumer electronic products like the newest smartphones, the best TVs, the most awesome displays, and everything else in between. But nowadays, with the line between consumer electronics and automobiles getting thinner and thinner, especially with the introduction of a lot of EVs across the board, a lot of automakers have actually taken to that show to showcase their latest and greatest concepts and products and tech. And this year, what wowed the audience was this: Mercedes' latest concept. It's called the Vision AVTR, and no second guesses on where it gets its inspiration from.
Mercedes-Benz joined forces with the team behind the Avatar science fiction film franchise to develop the Vision AVTR concept, spelled AVTR, an abbreviation for Advanced Vehicle Transformation. While it doesn't really preview any specific upcoming Mercedes-Benz production models, the Vision AVTR sets out to showcase the ideas designers think could bring closer interaction between humans, machines, and nature in the distant future. That said, it does drive around and it does get the ability to grab its axles and move sideways by up to 30 degrees, and the interior has a completely hologram-based interface. Overall, we think this is quite a cool concept indeed.
Now, Fisker showcased its all-electric SUV called the Ocean this year at the CES, but that's not the most interesting part. Most interesting bit about it is that it might make it to India.
The Fisker Ocean will make it to production in about 2021 and features an 80 kWh battery that has a range of about 300 miles or about 480 kilometers. Fisker also claims that the car can hit 0 to 100 in about 3 seconds and will be available in both 2- and 4-wheel drive. In an interview with our sister magazine, Autocar Professional, Henrik Fisker said that the Ocean will enter India in 2022 and there have already been a handful of orders, albeit under 100, from India for this all-electric SUV. With a starting price in the United States of about $38,000 or 27 lakh rupees, even with Indian taxes added to the fray, the Fisker Ocean might actually find a fair few buyers in India.
And finally, Walkman, Discman, and PlayStation maker Sony have made a car. Let's have a look.
Called the Vision S, this concept from electronic giant Sony might not really go into production anytime soon, but is more of a showcase of automotive tech Sony has to offer. The car has been built by Magnus Steyr, the same company that builds the Mercedes-Benz G-Class and the Toyota Supra, along with partners like Nvidia and Bosch. The car features 2 272 horsepower electric motors. But considering the fact that this is a tech showcase, the Vision S is packed with 33 sensors, including image sensors and a solid-state LiDAR that can identify people and objects both inside and outside the car as a part of a safety cocoon. It also has a massive panoramic touchscreen that features artificial intelligence and cloud technology.
And that's all the time we have for you this week on the news. As always, do remember, leave your opinions in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.